Good evening. Welcome. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope the week has been fruitful and rewarding and rejuvenating and replenishing. I'm grateful again to be present here today, to hold a little space for connection. Hey, welcome everyone. I am curious to what topics have been present for everyone this week. I just had a great conversation with someone about an hour ago. About the topic, the big topic that many don't like to speak about. The topic of death, and or so-called death, depends how you look at it. And the topic got opened quite naturally. It just ended up there all of a sudden, and he shared some beautiful stories with me about losing his brother and his father. So we dived into that, yeah. But first, a little song. I hope everyone can see me. So welcome again for everyone who is live. Rahazi, can I drop an album? Would love to listen to this every day. So calming. You know, I would love to. I would love to. And do you know that all the songs I've sang on these 4 episodes aren't really songs yet? They're just a few chords I know. So the melodies as well with the voice, completely just winging it, man. Whatever comes in the moment and whatever sounds good, but I'm pretty sure I can almost replicate it next time I play those same chords. I would love to. Thanks for the inspiration. Um, so welcome, my beautiful sister, also here. I love you. Nice to see you here. Hmm. Hmm. And the 2 brothers. So again, all who are tuning in your now time, whenever that may be, on the replay, welcome to you too. I'm absolutely grateful to be here and share this space, this sensitive and intimate Sunday space at the end of our weeks before the new one, just to kind of take a breath, I guess. Take a breath, release the last week, and allow for the new week to trickle in and to land in without the frictions and turbulences of the past week, I guess. Um, Starting fresh, and yeah, just a place for everyone to connect and be present and share space and feel connected in a world that is very much disconnected. Today, in all honesty and vulnerability, I am extremely tired. My eyes are already wanting to just be closed, and they're kind of itchy. But you know, I'm totally um, happy just to jump on for an hour, um, and yeah, and connect. So yeah, showing up. It's all about showing up, I guess. Um, I wonder how your guys' weeks have been. What have the topics been for you this week? What challenges have been coming up? I'm so uh, I'm so open and happy to hear what challenges have been coming up for people. Um, just sharing perspectives with each other and experiences, because we can all learn off one another, can't we? And um, one person may share something or ask something that others were thinking, you know, and you know, in one way or another, it gets out, it comes out. So uh, that's what I love about group spaces, you know. Um, yeah, and we're all connected. So really, one may say something sometimes or ask a question, and someone else had thought it already, and maybe that person's thought stream was the thing that planted the seed in the other person who eventually asked it. uh, so yeah. So topics for the week. What were the topics for the week? I just mentioned earlier that I had a discussion about quite the topic uh, about an hour ago. Um, the topic of death, which many don't like to talk about, but it's definitely something worth contemplating. At least learning to accept and embracing as a first step, so that we can stop living in the fear of death uh, and therefore running away from it throughout our lives, and being on the clock. Oh my God, time's running out. Because yeah, who knows if if this is the only life we got. I mean, I can speak for myself and many others I know that um, it's possible to experience many aspects and proofs of this life not being the one and only and the last stop, but simply a fraction of a speck in time, a grain of sand in time. There's so much more. Anyways, um, I've been working on repatterning myself and regulating my system. Lots of stuff around the Dark Mother. The Dark Mother. Yes, that's quite the topic. And for those who are unfamiliar with the term, um, it is brain is very tired right now, but it's wounded aspects of the the mother archetype, um, and we have all archetypes within us, and male and masculine and feminine, etc. We have the archetypes of the mother and father, the divine mother and father, as well as the dark mother and father, the wounded aspects of these archetypes. And in this path of healing and evolution, as we move through it, we do visit each and every one of these archetypes to bring balance to them within, because uh, we do hold all of that within. So it's important to clear things and to bring things to balance. And installing lots of old programs. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's hyper speed of program uninstallings at the moment. It's wow. I could agree with that. But good job, man. Good job. It's so beautiful and such a gift that we can do this work, and we can reflect, and we can observe, and we can move through these things. I'm still confronted a lot with many people who are not on the path. And it comes up a lot, and it's such an unfortunate thing, because many people don't really get it. They don't understand this path of evolution and healing, and that we have the abilities to do these things, and to guide ourselves, sometimes with guidance from others, but to walk ourselves home, to bring ourselves out of the pain and the suffering. Because I don't even know what to say to them sometimes when they're questioning all these things, and they're like, "What are you talking about? Like, you're all caught up in the clouds, and you're too spiritual, and um, life's all good and stuff," and a lot of the time they're sitting there with heaps of baggage, heaps of wounding, heaps of insecurities, heaps of fears, heaps of judgment of self, etc., etc. And they're just like, yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm totally good. You're way too spiritual for me. I'm good. And they can't fully enjoy their life to the fullest, but yet they're they're not willing to liberate themselves of their blockages and their fears and their insecurities. Uh, they just want to get on with their life and try and enjoy it as much as they can. But yet again, that's another funny aspect that they don't seem to realize, that you can't get along with your life and enjoy it to the fullest because time's running out and this is our only life that we're here to live. Um, by the way, I'm being very playful with my explanation, but I'm in no means judging. I'm absolutely in deep reverence and respect of everyone's journey, but I just it's something that I hold very dear to my heart, and it's something that um, I am dedicated to, and have dedicated my life to assisting others in this process as well. So, I'm always there to receive these people whenever they're ready. Um, but yeah, I'm just explaining it in quite a dramatic way. I'm getting into character, okay? um, but yeah, the funny conundrum is that they want to not get into this healing work because they want to try enjoy their life to the best of their ability and enjoy it with the time they have left, and don't realize, yeah, but you can't really enjoy it without having released ourselves of all the things that hold us back from being our fullest potential. And we don't have to be our fullest potential either. It's not a race, there's no comparisons, there should not be any comparisons, and there is no failure. Maybe that's another thing that comes into play. Maybe people are scared to do this healing work because they feel they might not be able to do it because it's too hard or it's too difficult and they don't want to fail. Wow, it's a shame that the fear of failing is also such a big thing that could actually hold people back from their potential liberation. But again, there is no failure and there's no race, and any small amount of work is work done, which is great and amazing, and it's better than our forefathers and lineages before had done, and we're all doing our little bit and doing better every new generation, so. But yeah, it's just such an interesting thing, people get themselves so resistant when, liberation is what we all desire and want deep down, and there are ways and means of doing it, but there's so much resistance for so many reasons that maybe should not be reasons. Maybe should not be reasons. Those reasons are based on fear of failure or trauma-based fears, which are unnecessary. It's all good and all perfect, and we can all make it through. So, and then we can really get on with our lives and enjoy it to the fullest. This week brought some old memories from my past, and feelings of shame and guilt emerged, which I'm still working through. Okay. Yeah, shame and guilt. Big backpacks to carry. Yeah. Shame and guilt are some of the biggest things that weigh us down. along with fear, right? Fear, shame, guilt is what beats us up the most. Yeah, if only we can just find it in ourselves to be present and to really allow ourselves to give it away and to stop carrying it, because it was never ours to carry, right? People who made us feel shameful simply couldn't understand or accept us the way we are, or people, or other people. Uh, Society always controlling their thoughts and their judgments and their minds, uh, along as along with insecurity, which caused them to make others feel bad. Yeah, yeah, shame, guilt as well, forgiveness. It becomes, it's interesting how it can become not so guiltful when we remember that we weren't doing any of those things on purpose. Guilt is really something one should feel when they've really harmed someone, and they really meant to do it, or but when it's a mistake, it's only a lesson. It's only a lesson. What a beautiful thing, lessons. All the growth comes from these lessons when we can receive those lessons and not be disempowered by them, but be empowered, transmuting it into action and forward momentum with so much gratitude for these lessons. Because if those lessons weren't there, we wouldn't evolve. They have such a sacred purpose, all these lessons. I really think that's such a monumental shift in perception, and one that I hold very dear to my heart and try to remind myself all the time, is that if we can just remember as soon as possible that every negative experience, every negative feeling, every situation that is seemingly a negative one or doesn't feel good, if we can see why it was there and what the lesson was that we needed to be taught, it can immediately be removed from our reality, and often does just be moved from our reality. Why? Because we receive the lesson. So creation removes it from our field so swiftly every time. It's amazing. It's amazing when you remind yourself this and you look for the lessons in every so-called bad situation. Just observe. If you really truly take in the lesson and you really receive it into your heart with humbleness and grace and gratitude and honesty to self, when we have fucked up or made a mistake, and you receive that lesson with the mind of a student and deep humbleness and sincerity, observe how the universe will take that hardship out of your life. It's incredible. It's incredible. And that is the proof that there really is, uh, something greater than us. When you start to see it moving like a game around you, all working with us, never against us, always for us and with us. It is out of love. Everything in creation is out of love. If we just look for the loving lessons and the the gifts in every situation, every experience. Yes, no bypass. Doesn't matter who you are. Always compassionately witnessing. It's a place we have all been in. Yeah, yeah, it's a place we've all been in. No bypass over here. We'll be having none of that. We have been there and done that. And we have found that there is no reward there, no matter how much our ego wanted to try and hide away from the truth in those moments, or try to be the better person, or try to sound the wisest or most spiritual. uh, yeah, that don't help nobody. And but once again, good lessons, right? Good lessons. The whip comes back and smacks us on the bum, with a great lesson after all. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Sometimes you have to take two steps back in order to make a whole leap forward. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, true. Yeah. It's also funny how some can always be so attached to the steps forward, even to a point where they can go under this label of determination and perseverance and all these things, which of course has its place. These words, but when people are really forcing something and they can't allow themselves to take that step back and to take that breath and to recalibrate, re-observe, recalculate, um, and therefore find a smoother path just by having taken that step back. They can that other path is even smoother, maybe going to the same place, sure, but a different angle. And sometimes, and very often, if one is very present and very non-attached to their goals, or proving a point, or trying to complete something out of a less pure place, or a place that's less aligned with our purpose and path, um, they can take that step back and they can take that breath and completely see that that thing that we're going to do, that they were going to do, is not even the thing they want to do anymore, and be like, okay, well, that's just not aligned with me anymore, and I'm going to take another. I see a better way. I see a better thing that I'd like to do. People beat themselves up so much about that, and oh, it's failure because we couldn't follow through with something, and rather taking that step back and seeing, oh, I don't feel like doing that project anymore. It's not aligned with my heart or my interests, and I'd like to stay authentic to my heart's path and do something else. Do that thing rather instead. Um, so much better that than how many people get caught up in lifelong affairs and lifelong projects, lifelong commitments that they took out of an egoic standpoint that was not so aligned with their heart, or even were fearful of the judgments of others, saying that they didn't have enough perseverance, or they didn't commit and they didn't follow through and give it their all. So they followed through with this project that actually might never have been their heart's true desire, and they never gave themselves that chance to stop and step back and take a breath and feel into their heart. What do they want? What is their greatest desire? Not what seems easiest or what will pay my bills the most, even though I hate doing that. You know, we always think we don't have options, and often it feels like we don't have options. But we have options. And when we stop and connect with the heart, there we have the support of things so much greater than ourselves. The thing so much greater than ourselves. Creation itself supports those who are working in the heart, because that holds the strongest frequency. The heart holds the most powerful frequency that we have. And when that is directed at certain projects with certain intentions, universal current and life force flows in and through the heart and to all of those projects, because they are projects of love. And work can be that. And I believe it's so important. Many people don't believe their work can be something they love, but it's the most important thing to make sure before we spend a whole life doing that work that was not our heart's desire and was not aligned with our hearts. We have to come back to the heart to really see fruits like never before, and to feel the fruits, and to feel fulfilled, to feel ourselves overflow with love and purpose and contentment and worth. We can only feel worthy when we are honoring ourselves. Many have to do it outside of their workspace and honor themselves outside of work. Because not many can mix it, but I believe it's possible. Not everyone gives it a chance. We don't have time, I guess. We don't have time to stop and say, oh, but I want to do a different job and a different life's path, and there's training involved and time and bills to pay that need to be paid months ago already, etc. So yeah, I get it. I'm just rapping here. Just spitballing it. So yeah, anyway, let's see what else is in the comments. Thank you for sharing that. I never looked at it this way. We're all doing the best that we can from where we are at. Yeah, exactly. We are all doing the best that we can. And I'm grateful that it's received. Rahazi. Rebecca's back. Hello, Rebecca. Hello over there. Completely forgot about this. Glad I can catch you. Yeah, nice one. Nice one. That's such a great tip. Thank you for sharing your point of view with us. It's very insightful. Such a pleasure. Such a pleasure, Rahazi. Nastasia, my beloved sister. So amazing that you are speaking about all of this. This was a huge theme for my week, but it felt so layered and complicated because I was talking it through and brainstorming with an 8-year-old. Beautiful. You know, sometimes they have the clearest perspective, don't they? They're amazing children. They're just so honest as well, and so real, and so in the heart, and they can give it to you exactly how it is, because they're not caught up in the mind and the stories and the ego and the programs and the expectations of others and the traumas and the this and the that, and the list goes on. That's super funny and super beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, it's like they they unlayer it and they uncomplicate it in some cases. And I'm pretty sure there's cases where kids can complicate it even more. Not understanding the severity of the issue at hand, but they bring such a purity and such a lightheartedness into everything, and often are reminding us not necessarily with what they're saying, but just their way, you know, their way of feeling and experiencing and moving through a topic or a life situation. Um, Children are just so graceful and so open and so unattached to things. What great teachers they are. They are incredible. You know, and we all still have those children inside of us, you know. We have our inner child, and we should not forget that. And part of our journey of liberation, which is the work that I do and walk people through and guide people through, is really getting back to that pure state and that innocence that never left. The inner child never left us. It's always been in there. It's just layered with so many onion layers of years of disappointment and betrayal and wounding and disappointment in life and humanity and things. But when we get those onion layers off and we can be guided through those processes, we get to this glowing childlike nature, this playfulness, this innocence, this joy, exactly what we see in children all the time, the ones that aren't upset about something, of course, but the natural openness, just their eyes, they're so open to look and stare at people in the eye and just be so present and nothing to hide and nowhere to go, just to be, just to feel, just to connect as humans and laugh at things and, you know, laugh at themselves as well and laugh at you and laugh at me and laugh at people and laugh at situations and dogs and like a leaf blowing in their face or like anything. This is the beauty of life. Life is beautiful in that way that children see life, and we can still see life that way. We just forget it. Yeah. She encountered this perseverance conundrum. Oh, I love it already. That's what I said earlier. I thought she came up with this term called perseverance conundrum. I was like, oh wow, I'm totally in for it. Let's hear. uh, for the first time, she encountered this perseverance conundrum for the first time, and it's important to consider both sides. Wow, an 8-year-old contemplated this. That is amazing. That is amazing. Wow, an 8-year-old that's looking at both sides of the coin of persevering and being patient and present and feeling. These children are so on it today, huh? These children are crystalline, clear powerhouses of presence and clarity and intelligence, real intelligence that is a pure intelligence that we forget due to our layers that we're carrying around and a head full of stuff. Yeah, amazing, amazing. How's your day been? What is it like living in Thailand? My day, my day's been good. It's been pretty chilled. Um, I'm moving through a lot of things as well. I am doing a bunch of clearing work on myself lately, really unblocking some. Well, lately it's been more in the lower energy centers, the lower chakras, um, where the stability is and the sexuality and sensuality. Um, I didn't know there was much there or much density there, but I've been doing some practices that have really released some density there, and there's just feels like there's more space inside of my body in that area. Um, yeah, I don't even know what it was that cleared, but the intention was to clear that space, and it absolutely did, and it was really powerful stuff, and it's really helped me ground a little more, and be more stable, more present, and feel more energy in my body, which circulates up into the body, and um, yeah, it's cleaner there somehow, and lighter in that lower half of the body. So I'm really grateful for that, and I'm excited for what's to come. I have some music recordings I'm busy with. Um, I also plan to start a fundraiser for an amazing, amazing Grotta Sonora gong, which is one of the best in the world. It came to me very randomly and synchronistically through a friend who came here to Thailand, to the island I live on, with this gong, with the intention to do work here and then go back to Europe. And last year she went back to Europe. She left it with me to look after it because she was going to come back here. Her and her family, her husband and their little daughter. And they ended up coming back, and you know, it's so strange because she was going to take it back now, and just before she did, like literally a day before she left the island, she said, we need to talk because somehow, some way, I feel like this gong is not meant to come with me back to Europe. And she wasn't going to bring it from Europe in the first place as well, but she had this feeling like the gong had to go with her, and she didn't understand why, but she's very intuitive and she feels it in her body, and she thought, okay, fine, I guess I'll have to do it. And she had to get things made to 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 carry this gong. She had to get a carry bag for this gong made by like three different people. One did the fabric, another person did the mold and the cutout that the gong sits inside, and the mallets can also fit inside. And then I think there was a third person that organized something else, but she had to outsource this. She didn't know where or how she needed to do it and how she could do it, but she just knew she had to do it and follow the feelings. And she did it, And yeah, so she came here. She left it with me then for a year. She got back. She used it one more time while she was here. Then before she leaves, she was like, "Listen, we need to talk. I don't think it's coming back with me." She says it feels like the gong feel. She can feel my energy in the gong, and it just doesn't feel that it's hers anymore, you know? And with such an open, humble heart, she's really, um, yeah, and they're a beautiful couple as well with their beautiful daughter. But she was so humble to the fact that, well, maybe this is for a reason. Maybe this gong needed to come to the island for reasons other than herself, and really felt that my energy had integrated with the gong. And she said, you know, do you want to keep it? Would you like it to be yours? And I couldn't. I want. I would. I love it. I've spent a lot of time with it, and I've used it in my ceremonies that I do for people. The healing work that I do with people, and it's really got a soft spot in my heart. And it's like no other gong. It is incredible, and it's so dynamic. The range of sounds. It's not just like these paste gongs that you hear. They're very much, those paste gongs and mini gongs are very much in a shorter field of range, um, where this gong has deep, deep, and they go all the way to the high frequency vibrations. It's amazing. It's a stargate. It's an absolute portal of I don't know what, and it's incredible. And anyway, so I told her I couldn't pay for it then and there, but I would have loved to if I could. And she eventually offered me a payment plan. So I was so deeply grateful for that. And I've been paying this off. I'm still busy paying it off. Why did I bring this up? Hmm, I think Rahazi asked how my day was. Oh yeah, I'm looking really forward to these things that are unfolding. I've made some music recordings that I'm gonna offer to the people who would like to help me fundraise for this gong. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do a GoFundMe and just put it out there and give people some beautiful music creations of mine that they can have as a thank you. So really excited for that. Living in Thailand is amazing, Rahazi. It's so beautiful, and just being connected with nature, it's incredible. I love it. I love it. I always felt that this place was my home. Many years ago, I used to come here a lot when I was younger with my family. My dad used to bring us, yeah, quite often actually. But then I found the exact spot which I knew was home, and I knew it the first day I stood onto this land, which is the island I live on now. And it's been wild. It's a crystal island on a bed of crystals, so amplified. Everything is amplified by the quartz, the bed of quartz crystal that the island is actually. It is a bed of crystals, and whether you like it or not, you are receiving purifications. Things are being brought up. Um, Triggers, wounds, all kinds of things. It's quite a healing place. It's an incredible healing place and quite a healing hub of the world, which many pass through and come visit who are on the path of evolution and healing and etc. So, um, It's a very special place, and it's got it's the perfect yin yang. By the way, it's got the full on party side, but full on party side like there's even been overdoses here on this island. It's quite the party island. It's a beautiful balance, perfect balance, and all is divine, all of it, and it's beautiful. Yeah, it's I'm really grateful to be able to stay here. Freedom of flow. Hello. Made it live. Commanding space day 1 of 30. Yes, amazing. Who is you, Freedom Flow? Day 1 of 30. Oh, of course, Freedom Flow. Of course. Brother Rafa. Yes, man. I'm pretty sure it's Rafa. Still not sure though. Commanding of space, day 1 of 30. Beautiful. What a commitment. Oh, what a commitment to start to learn and to see the incredible, multifaceted being we are, and this energetic world we live in, and how many layers it has, and how we can purify and clean our energy on so many layers. Many people still don't know that we live in a world of energy. I can't imagine what it would be like if children were taught this in school, and we had a civilization grow up in this knowing and this understanding that everything is energy, and we can work with the world on an energetic level, and and keep that energetic hygiene going, and just how layered it all is. Not that it needs to sound like a lot of work, but it's it's it becomes very easy when it's general knowledge. But I might add for you, Freedom of Flow, that I have a brother and client working with the document upon many, but this one specifically is on about 3 weeks of that commanding of space document. Every day he gives me a check-in that he's done the document, and it is changing his life daily. It is incredible, and he is unlocking so much of his own energy again, and his own power, and receiving parts of himself that he's lost, and releasing energies and entities that he has no idea where they came from, but that are not of him. And he's getting lighter and lighter, and wholer, and more wholer, more whole. Every day that goes by, and it's incredible to hear what he's going through. And he said at one point that this document has given him the change of perception as if he was on a 2D checkerboard, and he was seeing life in this way, and he could move forward, left, right, back, or diagonal, and that's all he could see, and that's how he moved throughout his life. And now the document has almost multiplied those checkerboards and like stack them on top of each other, so it's become a 3D space, and he can perceive directions in many other ways that he couldn't before now. And it's become more of a rather multi-dimensional perspective of life, of what is already and what we truly are, but weren't aware of before. And it's been so invaluable for him and for me and everyone who uses it, but so invaluable for him also because it's all those infinite directions he can now see, that he can act on and move on, all those different axes. Uh, he's aware that there's so many more directions now that he can choose and move in and play with. Um, but this the same amount, all of those new different ways that he realizes he can receive things through, things that might not be wanted, things that he might not want to receive, but he can now see from all the angles that they can come in energetically, whereas before he could only see a 2D spectrum of the way things can come in. So it's invaluable. It's invaluable. It's really really special, that document. I wonder if Rahazi and Aaron uh, have the document. It's like it's epic. It's epic. I know you guys are into the work as well. Music is such an exciting. Ah, sign me up. Sign me up. I see that. Wow, what an honor that would be, and also what's gonna come after the fundraiser as well. I'm so excited for. I'm so excited for. My partner Amara and I are planning so much with music. We're really gonna get set up, and we have so much to bring. She's just done a voice activation workshop this weekend. Um, we also do some voice activation stuff together, but we have so much planned. We have so much planned, and we're just gonna be sharing our love and creations with the world through music, and just bringing all that we bring already outside of music into the music as well. Healing, sound journeys, light language, uh, musical wonder. Music is such an exciting form of expression. Happy to hear you will be sharing your music with us. We'll keep an eye out. Yes, I absolutely can't wait to share. Yeah, my brother Rafa, aho, aho. Congrats on the first day of your 30-day commanding space journey, my bro. Yes, Aaron, you got the document. Amazing. Cool, cool, cool. Care to share a little something for brother Rafa, who's just starting his first day? Um, yeah, I mean he's read it before, but now starting an official continuous practice with it, which is where we really start to see the benefit as it deepens, as it flowers, as it opens up the deeper layers that were previously not visible. So yeah, if you have anything to share on that, and words of encouragement or suggestions, or just your own experience with it, I would be happy to read that out. Um, but yeah, anything else that any of you want to share? What were some topics for your week? Some challenges? I know it's been an hour already, but I don't mind going a little longer. I'm feeling like I got the energy, and this is a nice one. I'm loving the flow of it and the content. So, yeah. Lots of new beginning energy this weekend. Yeah, beautiful. New beginnings. So many of us could do with some new beginnings, huh? It's been a crazy ride lately. It would mean that we've made it out of the tunnel. So yeah. Even dreamt a yellow butterfly was landing on me. Oh, sweet. Oh, beautiful. I forget what the meaning of the butterfly is. Oh, of course. How could I forget? Transfiguration. If a caterpillar moving into a butterfly is not a new beginning, then I don't know what is. shining star. Remember who you are. Brightest shining star. Yeah, 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 yeah. You are. Yeah. Yes, you are. We are. Yes, we are. That 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 was nice. Those words that just came, they sound great. I'm gonna make something of that. Nice to see you all still here. Love you all. Love you all. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for chilling. For me, it has been life shifting, unearthing lots that I was once very blind to. So many blind spots I can see. Ah, oh, brother. you. You can see. You can see. That's for you, Rafa. Some beautiful words. Yeah, life shifting, unearthing lots that I was very blind to. And I can say the same, and I actually think I told Rafa already that uh, that document brought to light so many things that I didn't even know were there. Things that I even struggled at times to believe in because it just not believe in things that I struggled to believe were there just because it was like whoa, like things I'd never heard of before, first of all, but then when I quickly and swiftly understood that these things could exist, I had never felt it before. So what did I think? That it wasn't there. If you don't feel it, it must not be there. Um, and that is so untrue. That's so crazy. So crazy because another person, a dear friend of mine that I was chatting to 2 days ago or a day ago, who was speaking about a big topic about um, I won't bring it up here, but just another topic on this path of ascension that you find higher and higher truths, and sometimes a new truth you find completely blows everything else that we thought we knew and understood way out of the water. And often we can have attachments to those things, those previous truths, because we spent so much time with those things. And often people are getting paid money by doing those old practices and the things that we used to use in terms of modalities and healing and beliefs and etc. etc. So they can't step away, they can't imagine stepping away from it. First of all, because they can't feel it. They think it's not real because they can't feel it. So they, just like what Aaron shared, you don't even know the things are there. It's so mind blowing. It's so mind blowing. Um, so yeah, first of all, they can't feel it, and second of all, they're too attached to their old practices and things, and the ancient ways, the ancient practices. Um, Everything's perfect, right? You know, everything will come around. Everyone is exactly where they need to be in the perfect time, in their now moments. Um, and there's no right and wrong either, but it's still like quite a wild thought to think that so many people can be so oblivious to things that are inside of them, even like with my experience also, without knowing it's there. It's wow. And then once you do this document and you start to uncover these things, it starts to come out. It's incredible. It's incredible. That's amazing. So yeah, you are so talented. Oh, thank you. I know you're absolutely amazing at art too. Do you enjoy more music or art more? Good question. And I think they merge in my mind. Um, art, art is music to me as well. It's very much musical, and the music becomes more visual art for me as well. Thank you for asking that because I've never said that out loud, and seemingly saying it out loud, I feel like I've never heard myself say it, but that's how it feels. So thanks for saying that. I've also had an idea. This reminds me of something I've wanted to do for many years now, and maybe one day I'll do it. Is take my art and do a, what are those things called? An exhibition. And each art piece on the wall will have a piece of a headphone hanging by it, and a poem on the wall. The poem will not necessarily be the words in the song. The song may just be tonal and maybe light language, or maybe a mixture of things. And maybe sometimes the poem will be in the song, but uh, not necessarily at all. So there'll be a headphone to put on, listen to mine or our music creations, and feel that audio, feel the music coming in and the energy of the music, while reading the poem, which will be underneath the painting, which will they'll all be on the same topic, of course, and they will all match and all be like a joint piece. I think that will be amazing. Please don't steal my idea, anyone. No, I'm joking. It's not my idea. It's creation's idea, but that was a unique idea I came up with once, um, or a unique idea that dropped in that I received. Probably one of many people. Yeah, but I just love creation in general. Yeah, thanks for asking, Rahazi. Loving full moon energies, lots of new coming through. Aho, brother Rafa. May the new come through, my brew. My sister, I love you, Nastasia. So cool that you're still here. That was magnificent. Thank you, Rahazi. Oh, harmonic, bro. Beautiful. Oh my God, a giant yellow butterfly, just like in my dream, just flew all around me in the backyard right now. Wow. Rebecca, that's amazing. Wow. cool. Ah, guys, wow. I'm uh, I'm really grateful that you all came through and that it was such a nice flow today and that we were all adding pieces into the mix here and co-creating and sharing and connecting and openness and vulnerability. Um, yeah, it's super special. I love it. I love it. Um, again, I'm not one for social media and the digital world so much, but I now finally feel that there is a value to it and that I can use it for good and that um, and that we all can. You know, and things don't need to be perfect. I mean, I'll probably have podcasts and things where everything's done up all nicely, but this is just like an intimate, quiet space. I mean, I even thought of lying on my bed tonight because I was so tired and literally just lie in bed with you guys and chat. How epic! um, but yeah, yeah, what a brilliant idea. Metric art and music would be phenomenal. Yeah, 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 I'm gonna do that for sure. Maybe next week we can uh, chat about creations or something. I don't know. I get there's a lot that can happen in 6 days at the moment, like a shitload. So we might even be different people by the next Sunday. So let's see, along with whatever flows in the moment. But I would be curious to know what you guys like to do um, for creation and creativity and what keeps your heart alive. Actually, go for it. Give it to me now. I would love to know. What makes your heart go on fire? What type of creativity? And even if it's something you haven't done in years, what was that thing that set your heart on fire that you love to do, that ignited your inspiration and your inner child and your imagination? Did I say imagination already? No, inspiration. So yeah, um, let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. I know what my sister's was. Creative writing, singing, set me alight. A light. I love it. I love it. Wow. Yeah, feel free to share your blog or anything here. I'd love to check it out, and others can also tap in and check out your creations. Rebecca paints, dance, play, hand drum. Ah, hand drum. You mean handpan? The UFO looking thing. Live in my own creation, my own dreams, my own world. Aho, and so it is. Beautiful, Rebecca. It's amazing. That's amazing. You say hand drum, and it ignites my other desire that I will one day have a handpan. They're just incredibly large investments for such a seemingly simple piece of steel, but it's a lot of work to create. But awesome! If you have a hand drum, I love that, and have a play for me tonight. I would love that. Yeah. Ah, it is one of those. Nice. Ah, they're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. Wow. Yeah. I look at getting like a 20 note one. just so that I never need to upgrade it. And I was a percussionist growing up. I was a drummer. So I I love the percussion instruments and rhythm, and um, I think going for many notes the first time will be fine. I'll just go slowly with it and use less notes and slowly build my way up. You love drums and handpans. Nice. Yeah. Drummer at heart over here. Who was your inspiration? Mine was Travis Barker from Blink 182. Wow, what a treat. I still went to go see them with my dad in London. Uh, yeah, awesome experience. Wow. They were one of my favorite bands. Rafa, all types of play, creative play, dance, and sharing in this. Creating sacred places for us all to play, 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 play. It's all about play, beloveds. Man, it's been so forgotten. The play, the play, the play. The play is freedom, the play is liberation, the play is joy, the play is creativity, the play is is creation. Hmm. Rebecca, you're amazing. You are your own drumming idol, your drumming hero. I love you for that. That's the best answer you could have ever given. Nice. Just came to me one day. Ah, that's amazing. Beautiful. Rhythm. Rhythm of the heart. Rhythm of life. Um, yeah. All my love to you all. Thanks again for coming. What a beautiful little connection. A little shared moment in time. And yeah, see you all very soon. Be kind to yourselves. Be soft on yourselves. Rebecca dances to the heartbeat of the drum. Aho! Aho! Yeah. Have a beautiful week. Be playful. Have fun. Bring light to the situations. Don't take life too seriously or yourselves. Life is not serious. Life is a dance. And everything has its purpose. Even the so-called bad are a beautiful gift of an opportunity to learn a lesson. There is a diamond of a lesson inside of every hardship, inside of every manifestation in your reality that is challenging. There is a lesson there, and often multiple lessons in each hardship. And a reminder that if we can just remember this in the moment and remind ourselves in the moment that there is a lesson here to be learned, what is the universe trying to show me or teach me? And if that lesson can be received and observed, again, a loving lesson. Life's not happening to us, no victim, it's a gift of a loving lesson. Then once received, the universe can take that out and does take it out of your reality in ways you might not know how, but it will sort itself out. It will somehow transmute and change and shift, and your reality will change. Why? Because you did the work. You took responsibility for your reality. You took accountability for the challenges you were facing in your life. This is true empowerment. And when we receive our lessons, observe and acknowledge our lessons, the universe and creation will remove those obstacles because they have no reason for being there anymore, because the lesson was learnt. We upgrade, we move on, we transform, and on to the next lesson. What a beautiful game. What a beautiful game this life is. And if you've never experienced that side of life yet, I can't wait for you to experience it. It's so exciting once you do experience it, and you'll remember this conversation, and it's the end of all suffering, I believe, because then there's nothing happening to us. There's no victim. There's no, oh no, but this happened to, no, it's like, how did what is that trying to teach me? Oh my gosh, of course. Super Mario, next level, and upwards and onwards we go. So have fun, enjoy, be kind, and love yourself, and do some nice things for yourself this week. Treat yourself, pamper yourself. Take time, take moments, take pauses, take breaths, deep ones, and stand on the earth without your shoes. Ground down, connect to the earth, and allow the earth to rebalance your electromagnetic field of your body. A daily practice, a morning practice. So important. If you haven't watched the Earthing movie on YouTube, go check it out. Very important and very much medicine, actually. The earth and the morning connection to the ground. So until next time, love you all and chat soon. Have fun, be playful, and that's where light language comes in as well, by the way. I know most of you here know what that is, but those who don't, light language is the sound of your soul, and you hear kids doing it all the time, just making sounds. But the core of it, when it can really flow, is when you're playful, when you are in your inner child, when you are feeling that love in your heart and you're letting life force energy flow through your heart. Suruntiara kaya toshukinia lakatai kurukutututututu kiana asaria namakai haroko tukuakata shile akata ariane surundiele mataya katuruku shuakati esh sakuru tukiana akaya kator zumburu kutijini aratai harake harundu Liana taki jitia kozuru kutikianda zarandia lakotor zukiriana aya zurukutukile ataya shautukuai sinearata kalia maria marakutu kuyana ai shandiala shandurukile akatesh sandie shorutua yandiala kai sami shuntua la kaya sarot kiniatai Hamuruk. Shariatesh. Harai. Bye for now. Love you all.